Welcome to the show. This is the Moon Boys podcast. My name's Theo, and I'm joined by Matt Smead. How's it going today, Matt?
Yo, all good in hood. How's stuff with you?
I'm good. Been catching some trades recently on the Solana blockchain, of course. That's been fun. But I'm currently down on the week. I did really well last week, and then now this week it's been down, so it's been up and down.
I think the whole altcoin market is feeling that way, to be honest. So don't beat yourself up in that sense.
Yeah.
And we're all waiting for greener pastures. Bitcoin needs to show signs of life first.
And of course, nothing here is financial advice. We're not financial advisors, just some guys on the internet. And shout out to Harry So Sassy in the chat. Big ups each and every time.
Yo.
Yeah, so Bitcoin's looking good here. It's above the 120. So we're currently bullish. A little bit of retracement today, but it's not good to be too short term with Bitcoin, right?
No, exactly. I tend to zoom out, and if I'm making decisions as to what direction I'm thinking of, I like to look at the weekly is like pretty much what's going to be happening over the next little while, and it gives me a bias on direction. If we're at an extreme or something like that, then it will give me a decision to make there. Like I posted in the Discord the other day, that so if you had the MACD on, the MACD is about to cross over the moving average, and we're poised for a nice upward momentum.
Yeah, like on the monthly here on the PMARP, I'm seeing that the jewel is now freshly crossed into the downside.
The bearish control zone.
Oh, I thought that was on the stochastic.
I think he uses it on both, to be honest.
Okay, cool. And then the green line here is crossing through it, but yeah, it's a bit of maybe a turning point here, potentially. But in terms of moving averages, we're well above the top moving averages, and there is like a crossover there too as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks really healthy on Bitcoin side, especially on the weekly. But yeah, I tend to keep it on the daily, where the PMARP, the jewel's still in the bullish control zone.
It's I think the depression, the timeline is sort of starting to heal. I mean, there's not so much crying. It's a bit quieter. I think Elon's also done something to the Twitter algorithm. I think so. Sommy's been posting about it. So you just got a lot of non-crypto bullshit on the timeline, and yeah, I think times are changing.
Hopefully, there's been a lot of like Elon tweet coins coming up. So like on the stochastic here, I would have always called this top section the bullish control zone, and then this one the bearish control zone.
Yeah.
Okay, so it works both ways.
Yeah, I think Crown uses it as well when it's if it bounces somewhere in the just under the 50, and
okay, cool.
If it bounces somewhere just over like within the 60 or 70 region or something like that, he calls that bullish control zone as well. But yeah, it's different indicators, different terminology.
Okay, cool. And we could take a look at Ethereum. So we're bullish on Bitcoin at the moment. Ethereum's still under the 120. Yeah. But I asked Gerhard if the 120 works for other coins. He said no, it's only for Bitcoin.
I think I'm actually pretty bullish Ethereum.
So we'll go back to the weekly on Ethereum here. So a nice little rounded bottom there. That could have been a bottom pattern.
It's starting to form a bit of a bottom. I think if you look at Ethereum over Bitcoin, we're still pretty much dropping. So it still needs to turn around in that sense. But Ethereum picking up steam on the USD valuation is obviously good.
ETH versus Bitcoin.
I mean, we're down, what, over, is it 7 years now or something like that you could have held and still be at the same price. I think you got a long section of short-term holders, the trader type that don't believe, non-believers that have sold, and personally I think it's bullish for ETH.
GM to Coke. Okay, so we've got ETH versus Bitcoin here. Yeah, it does look pretty rough.
Yeah, it doesn't look great.
It's finding this previous bottom over here. Kind of a straight line from the previous bottom.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, at the end of the day, if Ethereum breaks down, and I mean, so if you watch Benjamin Cowen, he basically says all altcoins are oscillators at best versus Bitcoin, and Ethereum was sort of that outlier that was still trying to prove itself. But I mean, if it doesn't, then and not even Ethereum is able to hold up against Bitcoin, then what does that say about any alt? So I don't know. I think if you hold altcoins in general, you need Ethereum to start moving. It's the general like risk on, risk off sort of indicator.
Yeah, Clemente was saying that he's worried Sui is gonna maybe take some strength away from Solana today. He was just posting that right here.
Yeah.
I fear that Sol BTC will never make another all-time high. Should I buy Sui instead?
Yeah, I think that's going to happen more and more. And like I was saying, even a few months ago, I mean, we've ridden Solana up from, it went down to $9. I mean,
yeah,
for people, yes, it could by the end of the cycle, I could maybe see it at 1,000, hit 1,000, something like that. But that's a big if. You've got a lot of people that have got really big bags, and they're going to be selling along the way. So every pump, in my opinion, is probably going to be sold off, and it's going to be hard to keep its head out of the water. But if they can somehow pull it off, then I respect all pumps.
So this is the Sol BTC chart. Maybe let's go to like the monthly and try to get an idea of what they're talking about. So this is the all-time highs up here that they're worried we'll never see again, because I guess on the previous run up, it didn't make new all-time highs versus Bitcoin.
Yeah, I think the big issue there is if you compare Sol Bitcoin versus Sol ETH, so basically get the Sol ETH chart and zoom out, it's pretty much done the toppy pattern. So it's kind of like going into the Solana season now, if you know what I mean. It's like a faster version of no, not so Sol BTC and ETH BTC.
ETH BTC, I think I had all those.
I don't know if you can overlay it, but
oh yeah, I could do that as well. Here, let me get this thing out of here. Okay, so I've got Sol BTC, and then I can do indicators ETH BTC. How do you compare again? I forget now.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I've never really.
I think it's right here. ETH.
There you go.
BTC. Okay, it's way down here at the bottom.
Can you move it up?
No. Well, I think I swapped it though. Something like that.
Something like that, but you can't see the other one. That little arrow that you got there says up and down. Maybe you can get it onto the same panel. No, on the indicator, the top. Between.
Like this guy?
Left to the left. On the right-hand corner, just where it says BTC, you got that little arrow. Yeah, that.
Move pane down.
Pane down.
No, they're like, it's a comparison chart, so it's part of the same thing.
Yeah.
Let me just undo a bunch of stuff here.
Yeah, so basically, that's why last a few months ago when we were talking, when I was saying that I feel like Solana's is, if not top, putting in a top, it's just because it looks a lot like the like a delayed Sol BTC.
Okay, so this is Sol BTC, and then let's check ETH BTC.
But zoom out.
So ETH BTC did the same thing. It didn't make a new high on this previous cycle.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's then gone into the downtrend. So if you have a look at the chart and you compare it, it's the exact same. It's just missing that downtrend. So I feel like it was riskier play. It was the riskier play. It was a high beta play when Bitcoin was down and it was called dead. So usually, what's the term? At-risk assets or whatever it's called, just like
risk on?
Yeah, no, distressed assets. So it's like what James says about running through into the burning building or whatever. It's kind of that. So that was Solana's run, and personally, I don't know if you get a whole cycle. Usually, most altcoins they get a part of the cycle, they get a run. It's been well over a year. I can't see it sustaining that for much longer, especially not if Ethereum hasn't even been able to do it over 7 years, and that's like the big daddy of altcoins.
Yeah, like the difference.
Whether you like it or not, you know.
I see in these two charts is ETH is on the floor here.
Yeah.
So maybe like great accumulation zone potentially, right?
Exactly.
But Sol's way up here still at a support level.
Yeah, well, but you could have said the same thing for Ethereum. So if you look at the Ethereum chart, I mean, there was bounces along the way, and you could have said before the cross happened, you could have said, "Oh, well, we're bouncing at support. We're bouncing at support," and then it just never materialized. It just went down. Yeah, and I think that's the game.
Cool. And then yeah, anything else we want to take a look at here? Any other tokens you're looking at? Like
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, all my attention really, the most entertainment I'm getting out of crypto nowadays is all in PulseChain. It's there's so much happening. Is infighting and all sorts happening. It's really interesting. Oh yeah, don't sacrifice.
Join the Go Pulse phase to get Go Pulse's official token Go.
Yeah, there's a bit of controversy about that. So GoPulse are actually releasing their own token. They're doing a sacrifice, and people are calling them out because even like on their own tweets they posted like ages ago saying we will never do a sacrifice or anything like value extracting on chain, and now they're doing it. So
weird.
I don't know. There's a lot of controversy on all about that. And then obviously you got your DickWifButt, your core meme coin.
How do I find these?
If you go on, instead of going on GoPulse, if you use what was it, Pulse Coin List?
Pulse Coin List.
There you go. And if you go into stats.
Stats.
And then stats again. There you go. Then you can activate zombie mode. That's the way it should be.
There we go.
There you go.
DickWifButt. So it found a little bottom here.
Yeah, it's putting in another little bottom. Most of PulseChain is in that sort of massive descending triangle, downward wedge, sort of downward channel. They're all look fairly similar. Some better than others. But yeah, we're all just waiting on. Yeah, Axel.
Welcome,
hey guys. Axel. Hey, good morning.
How's it going?
Good. Very good.
You're in the new place? Your dog sitting?
Yeah, dog sitting for my buddy.
Cool.
Yeah, his dog's cool. He's just he's super shy.
Can you bring the dog on the screen? We can say hi.
He's just being lazy over there. He won't even come.
Right. Maybe later.
He's too shy to come say hi, Theo.
Yeah. He maybe if I get a treat. He's just like looking at me from across the room. He's more like a cat, but he's a big dog.
What's his name?
Sky.
Okay.
Sky, come here. Oh, look, he's coming. He's actually coming.
He wants to be on stream, man.
Let's see if we can get him.
Come hang with the boys, Sky.
Let's see. I gotta turn the computer. There he is. See? Hey, Sky. Yeah. I'm gonna get a dog of my own soon. Probably something smaller that I can sit on my lap. But I used to have maybe a Yorkie. I used to have a long-haired Chihuahua. His name was Max. He was awesome.
I don't do Chihuahuas. I go to too many clients' houses and they just yap at you and bite your ankles.
This guy was special though, because he was like an oversized Chihuahua, and he had like long hair, and he didn't bark. He thought he was like a big dog. But yeah, he passed away right before COVID, actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he had had pancreatitis and diabetes. We had to make special food for him and took good care of him. But I guess that's I love, and that's why I love the Bodagos. I mean, I love dogs. I mean, it's just who doesn't? So
in crypto, we love dogs. We make them as meme coins and we rally them on, don't we?
Yep. Yeah, starting with the Dogecoin was I love the story about the I still believe in Doge.
Yeah, even though he died a few months ago, didn't he?
I think so, yeah. But it was a brilliant story, and it's inflationary. There's always more Doge.
Yeah.
But somehow it works. Hey, there you go.
I don't know how he's done that, but there it is.
That was cool. So you're looking at some charts today?
Yeah, we were hanging out. You were working
That's a
on
bit of
OG
post.
Solas all night. Do you want to give us a demo on that, or how's it looking?
Not quite ready for a demo, but hopefully going to push the code live before next week.
Okay.
Definitely want to have it live before consensus. At least it's functioning now, but I want to get it to the point where you can play more than one game, and also you can get your handle assigned. And I'm trying to get it so you can mint like a badge, like a personal NFT kind of thing, like a one of one. Each person could mint their own.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure that out, how that would work. And then something pretty cool that we minting your own little player, like in a platform type game.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure that out with like I have to use GPT to make the artwork on the fly. So that costs money on the API. So I'll probably have the mint cost like 0.05 or 0.01 ETH or whatever.
Can we use the 0G guys for that?
Yeah, we could. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Definitely.
Should be ready in the next few days.
Yeah. But I don't want to slow down that project because if my thing's not ready, maybe we can do like a second edition or something with CRT colors. Like I was thinking, like if somebody has their 0G guy and then they want to make like the green or orange CRT type style, they could make but they have to own the original one in order to mint the the CRT style one, maybe.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
So just to wrap up the whole PulseChain thing. So I see a lot of bullish catalysts in the works. Possible listing from a major exchange. Last time that happened, I think Pulse jumped like 5x or 8x or something silly like that. Like,
that's good to know.
Not long after the listing. Yeah, it retraced it, but that was just like market conditions. ETH has been pooping the bed. We're basically leverage on ETH or sort of a higher delta riskier ETH. So ETH turns around, PulseChain would turn around. These bullish catalysts actually sort of work out. We do get a big listing, then that's a big possible pump there. And then, as we've been saying, if you're in a meme coin or a smaller coin on the chain, which acts like a spear, then you'll be leveraged on that coin. So DickWifButt and all the other altcoins on PulseChain could potentially benefit quite a lot from Pulse getting a bid.
That's awesome. I know the PulseChain is very passionate. They're very passionate about it.
Yeah, they're like one of the loudest communities. They're like diehard. A lot of them are like the original, not necessarily original, but like OG Bitcoiners. Like Richard Hart is the OG Bitcoiner. He bought at the same sort of time as Da Vinci and like Da Vinci 504 or whatever he's
Da Vinci J15.
J15 504. What the fuck do I know? Yeah, J15. That's one. So a lot of us share the cypherpunk sort of mentality. We're there for freedom of speech. It's not just like we don't care if the price goes down. We're just DCAing. And the poor. You've got to be hardcore if you've been say your day one sack. You're down like 90 odd %, and they're still DCAing, or allegedly DCAing, and they're still fighting the good fight, trying to get the chain up. So yeah, man, there's a large community there to be unlocked whenever the listing.
Yeah, and they're super passionate too. I met some people from PulseChain randomly at an AI conference, and we're still friends. Like, then I was on a YouTube show with a guy called the Captain.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, and he's hardcore with PulseChain, and we talked about AI. And then, funny enough, he doesn't live in San Diego. I ran into him at a crypto meetup in San Diego. He's like, "Yo, man, like I interviewed you," and he was there with his crew, and there was a couple of girls that were with him. That one lives in San Diego, and then the other one I ran into again somewhere, and it's just they're very friendly, like very passionate community. And I didn't know anything about PulseChain really. I mean, I knew that there was like a snapshot. So I was told like if I had an old ETH wallet to check it and add and I have a lot of old ETH wallets. You know, unfortunately, most of them didn't have much of anything in them because.
Well, that was the whole thing about the airdrop. So you got the coins, but there's in theory no value. But I mean that's where the chain has to then prove itself and whatnot. But I mean the PulseChain community is an interesting bunch because a lot of them are they're tech savvy. They've been in crypto. A lot of them are fairly OG-ish. They know what they're talking about. They know how to use on-chain. They are sort of like what you would call crypto natives. And yeah, they're probably the most artistic and sort of what's the word, like creative community that I've seen out there. And they meme like I don't know what. And yeah, a lot of their ideas are sort of seep into other chains. So I mean, if you're in the loop, I just find that even more bullish. So if you look on Base, you've got DickWifButt. Where was DickWifButt created? It was like it's an original PulseChain meme, and it's sort of
interesting.
Someone's like, oh, that's cool, and they've created it somewhere else. So that mind share is moving, but they
It was
can't
on Base as well. I saw it on Solana.
On Solana as well. Well, there you go. Now people are trying to like capture the mind share, but they're not going to be able to steal the community because the community is like they're hardcore PulseChainers, you know. So you got DickWifButt was stolen by Base. You got the whole Poke chain and everything. Sui's now running with that narrative, trying to take all the Pokemon stuff and whatever. Yeah. And that's like something that's like a niche community that started starting over on PulseChain. And then DickWifButt Maxis, that's the one. Diamond Butts. Absolutely. I need a knife like Dirty so I can stab the desk. Diamond Butts.
Yeah, it's funny. I my mind always I keep thinking, you know, what chain, you know, there's all these different chains and it's crypto's very tribal, which is cool because it kind of mimics, you know, just human.
It's a bit like the high school playground, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's a very accurate description. Like I think back to myself in high school, I was never in any real clique. Like I just kind of, there was some people I just sat with the same people for lunch every single day, all 4 years, and I would hover. You know, some days I'd sit with the nerds, some days I'd sit with the, you know, the football players, some days I'd sit with, you know, like whoever. You know, I kind of always wanted to be everywhere, and that's kind of how I feel with crypto. It's hard to focus on one chain, although I do have my favorite, you know, ones that I enjoy more. But definitely, I think you're inspiring me to go back and restudy and get more involved with Pulse.
I think that the one thing about PulseChain is the entertainment values. I mean, I know that sounds like cope. It's just like, oh, you're not making money, whatever. But I mean,
no, that's huge.
I mean, it's like they are engaging. They are loud. I mean, if you go on X, they don't even organize. It's just someone sees something and they instantly go on and comment on there, or you click on something. It's like, oh, I'm going to comment this, or I'll meme it back or whatever. And then you click the comments and they're beating you to it. There's like hundreds of people there. It's like, fucking hell, man. These guys are relentless. And yeah, the kind of guys or people that are on there, I think they are the people that were in ETH last cycle. They're the people that have sort of did the original. I think Dirk even said in one of his streams, he was one of the guys that was in Reddit memeing. Was it Reddit? Oh, no, what's the other one called? Where the Link Marines and all that, well, they started memeing. But he was in this. So it's like these are the guys that actually made those initial pumps. And yeah, I couldn't be any more bullish on him.
Turkey.
He's a legend. He's fucking hilarious.
That's awesome.
Shout out Turkey.
We should get him on the show.
Yeah. I did text him. He said he might pop into the chat. I don't know. I'd have to speak to him, see if he wants to come onto the show.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and you had a friend Axel who wanted to join on the stream next week, I think. Fred?
Yeah. He's the creator of TopSoul.xyz. It's really cool. He kind of gamified. It monitors new tokens on Solana.
This is the one where you were making those weird trades I was catching you on?
Yeah, but I talked to him, and like, unfortunately, I wasn't doing it right.
Okay.
Like, he's building a bot right now, that's auto trading. But it's interesting how he's doing it with a lot of micro trades and then kind of monitoring what's successful. To see how he's finding some statistical analysis on like when coins hit different areas. So like if they has these stages based on market cap and then how long they've been there. So like if I understand it correctly, he can tell us more when he joins us. But it hits stage 1, stage 2, 3, and then when it goes to 4, then it's higher market cap. And I think if it stayed in stage 4 for more than X amount of time, maybe a day or a few hours, and then the probability of it doing a 2x goes up from the different stages, and also the probability of something. He shows the probability of it moving up a stage next to the coin, and then when they start spinning really fast, then that's when there's more volume.
Wow, that's a pretty cool way to visualize it.
Yeah. He's a very good designer, visionary kind of developer, and we've been friends for more than 20 years now. Yeah, and it's great to see him building stuff.
Shout out Lily Crypto Beans and Lucky Luke. Welcome in.
Welcome.
We're just looking at this TopSoul.xyz here.
Yeah, it's a fun site that kind of monitors memes, coins in the trenches for Solana.
Yeah, so as it's spinning, it means it's about to graduate to the next stage, essentially. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and this one just dropped down a stage.
Yeah.
Really cool.
So is that like another added level of complexity, a bit like Pump.fun, but instead of graduating once, you got to graduate 4 times.
Yeah, and it's monitoring them, and I think these are ones that are already on Radium. They're already graduated Pump.fun, because the Pump.fun ones is like there's too risky. So these are ones that already have some market cap, and the lower the stage, the riskier, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, Pump.fun, the whole point of it was, in theory, they couldn't rug because a lot of the liquidity is locked into the actual graduates. But then the trick is that obviously they buy up all the tokens after that, and then they can rug you anyway.
Yeah.
But
these are all pretty risky, I would say.
Yeah, having 4 different graduations to get through must be a bit hardcore, especially for the JPEGs. That's basically what I consider them. They're not really memes in my opinion.
Yeah. So it's if it stayed in stage 4 for a longer time, then it's more likely to go, to do a 2x from there, I guess.
Been away for 4 days. What did I miss? I'm not entirely sure what you've missed, Luke. Have you seen the PulseX teasing by Binance? That's the biggest news today. May the 4th be with you.
Nice. And today's May 4th, yeah.
Looks like the PulseX logo.
Interesting.
Stupid PDI coin.
So you think Binance will list PulseX coin, do you think?
You never know. I mean, it went whilst CZ was in jail. I mean, Richard Hart even Richard Hart even posted like, "Is there like, can someone help me get in touch with CZ?" And like, who knows? I don't really know if they're friends, if they know each other or not, whatever. But you would have thought that between billionaires that they can sort of come to some sort of understanding. Yeah, exactly. Good material for speculation. That's the thing. And they posted the heart. So yeah, Richard Hart, the heart. They had a pulse on there. They said my pulse is pegged to Binance. I mean, you got the whole pegging narrative going on. It's just too much to say. It's like coincidence, in my opinion. I think we're just being trolled on a major scale. The whole PulseChain community, in my opinion.
Oh look, that looks kind of like
That looks like your game that you're making. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Where was the heart in the pulse?
It will be in the comments. So if you go on that pulse,
okay.
the PulseX sort of encoded one, you'll
There it
see in the comments.
Pulse coded.
Yeah, PulseX encoded.
When PulseX listing?
Oh, let's see. Lucky Luke's already seen that shit. So no new news, sir. No new news. There you go. That one. That heart. Go up a bit. That heart there. That's the post. The yellow one on the right.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah.
My
Very
pulse is pegged to Binance. Yeah.
Yeah. Richard Hart. It's a heart. It's all
Interesting.
pegged.
Being cryptic.
I wonder who's
nipples. It's like Jesus Christ, man.
Who's in charge of trolling the marketing, the cryptic?
Exactly.
You know, we gotta make friends with that guy. It's probably like a 17-year-old intern.
Someone get the Binance intern on here.
Yeah. Well, in the Morales chat, I don't know if you remember, like maybe like 3 months ago or something, or a little more around there, when they chatted that they knew somebody in Binance, an intern or somebody, and they mentioned the coin that went crazy, the test coin. I gotta remember who that was. That was in somebody in the Morales chat, because that test coin. I remember
the Binance test coin.
Yeah.
CZ did it or something. Yeah.
That was one of my biggest X's. I think I did like a 10x on that. I could have done more.
Good job.
But I only put like, I don't know, $50.
Yeah.
Because that's all I had on Binance Chain. I was too lazy to swap it, How many times have we've all been there? We've been too lazy, like, oh, I want that. I don't have enough gas. It's probably a scam. Forget about it. And then you don't buy it.
You can't be in everything. That's the other thing. I mean, if you can't chase pumps, you can't sort of give in to the FOMO. It's best to, like, the way that I see it is, if you're feeling FOMO about something now, then there must be a reason you want to buy it. So just track it till it puts in a downtrend. Whenever it puts in a sort of a relatively sort of local low or whatever, then you get a position. But I learned last cycle quite hard that you don't want to chase a pump, and you don't want to chase it, like give into the FOMO.
Yeah, no, it's
not a good thing.
Not a good thing. There's a great book called Trading in the Zone. I recommend it to everybody. It's not about crypto. It's about just trading. And there's another one called like the Zen of Trading or something. Yeah, that one, Trading in the Zone. It's an amazing book. I mean, it's more about like emotions and basically about being in the zone for trading. It doesn't talk too much about charts or anything, but it deals with the attitude. It's really good. I'll have to read it again. I mean, it's one of those books you want to read like every 6 months if you're actually trading and doing stuff, because it just kind of settles you.
I've got a magic 420 spell that helps me do trading.
That's awesome.
If not, you get too stressed out about it.
Yeah. Well, 420 spell plus trading in the zone might be the perfect combo.
That's the one.
On audiobook, maybe.
What was it? Their book you mentioned?
It's the Zen of Trading or something like that. No, the Tao of Trading. And I haven't been able to find that one in audiobook.
Okay.
But oh my goodness, this book is right on point.
Cool.
Yeah, I must say I haven't read too many trading books. I've read very small little basic intro ones, and like the E version. That's about it. Not really. I've got most of what I've learned of like online and just YouTube and courses. I mean, I've got to admit, I mean, everything changed after I did that crown course with the banter crown course. That was a real game changer.
A good one. That's Ray. That's Banter's. What's the guy's name? I forgot. Brand
newer. Yeah. I must say I don't. I mean, not to throw shade at anyone, but I don't really like the banter lot. They're very flip floppy. They sort of. It almost seems like they just sort of doing it for clicks. They're just following the emotion of the crown, and that's it. But you just got to kind of counter a lot of what they're saying. Sometimes they just sort of feed the hopium when it's green candles, and they're sort of
feed the fear when it's red.
Make inducing the sell button clicking when it's when they shouldn't, and then inevitably their community gets churned up. I mean, not to cast shade on them. I mean, it's like the thumbnail traders. Those people who say, panic, red, sell, and then if you watch the video, actually it's not. So it's also
I hate that,
appealing to newbies and everything, but I mean,
the thumbnail doesn't match the content of the video.
Yes, a lot of people are doing that lately. Even good YouTubers that there's a YouTuber girl that she Fire Hustle, and she just has like very good on point analysis, and it's just her like looking at the camera, and she does a lot of good stuff. But lately, she's had some like clickbait links that something bad's gonna happen, and then like you watch the video and it's like, no, it's actually great.
Yeah
Bodoggos are bad for that too, but I still fuck with them, of course.
Well, I think
like every one of their live videos is like last entry
like
with Theo on the front, and Theo wasn't even in this episode.
I think it's the algorithm, it's not their fault.
It's always like full-time crypto traders reveal like bear market playbook or whatever, and then the video is just them talking about like what they had for lunch or whatever.
This is clickbait. I don't know. I don't really do that too much. I can't. I tend to not like it so much. And if someone does it, then I don't know. It sort of leaves you with a bit of a bad taste in your mouth, or depending if you like them or not. I mean, that's again, it's very personal. I mean, out of the banter lot, the one guy that I would say that is like, you clearly got a good heart is Sheldon. From right from the beginning, when I really didn't know what to do, the best course that I could find to like pick up the basics was Sheldon's sniper course, and that
interesting. I'll have to check it out.
I would recommend that. I mean, I'm not sure if they're still doing it, but at the time it was just like fund your account with $100 or something like that, and you get access to the course. And there's a lot of value in that course, so I would recommend to go do both the sniper course and the crown course.
Nice, I'll definitely do them.
I can't do the crown course though, because it's at like 3 in the morning or something.
But you don't actually have to attend the live seminars. I mean,
okay.
you in theory, I mean, you get all the video lessons. It's just like if you want that extra bit of hand holding. I mean, personally, I was on them. I was working, listening to them, and I didn't really gain much from the like live seminars stuff, because they're just sort of appealing to the people that are real noobs, and like they got all the really basic questions, and they need a bit more hand holding. So it kind of might be a bit boring. So for you, if you've been trading for a while, then you won't need any of that. With the videos alone, it will put things into perspective.
It's interesting. Crown's actually in this video too.
Yeah, it was on the other morning.
Yeah, I think I'll turn on notifications again for this channel. I don't think I've ever watched a crypto banter video in my life.
Oh no, they can be good. I mean, he's got Arthur Hayes on there, and he does get a lot of. I mean, Rand's been in the space for ages. He's got a lot of good contacts. The thing was last cycle he got burnt on Luna, and then
we all did.
Yeah, but it almost seems like this cycle has been like trying to sort of make it back. Well, obviously make it back, but like at the expense of maybe. I don't know. I don't want to say the community, but the content. I don't know.
Cool. Banter Bubbles has the gummy token. Did you guys ever get the gummy token?
Yeah, that was a shit
virtual.
Thing, I don't think it was much like to do with Banter themselves. They just got apparently sniped to hell, and then they also had that other one. They had gummy and baked. Baked also sort of flopped, 99% down.
And there was a random video I saw, somebody talking about really low market caps that have an interesting narrative. There was one called Foxy, and I haven't looked into it yet, but they said that
the Linnea airdrop Foxy?
Foxy coin that was like, they said they have something to do with MetaMask for future.
That's the Linnea.
That's Linnea,
airdrop. Yeah, that was I mean, it's interesting. It's just like a meme, MetaMask meme, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's unofficial, so we can't really say it's.
Unofficial, but apparently it's there's something about it that people are really bullish on, and I don't have any, but I might try to pick up a
I think
small
I
bag.
sold my airdrop of Foxy after some time. I did a video on it and it performed pretty well. But this was like 2 years ago now.
I need to get how do we all have an airdrop or how?
I think it
I'm
was
not sure
sort
if the claim is still open, but
Yeah,
it's
that's the
pretty
thing.
low here.
I didn't claim, but I don't know if it was because I didn't make the deadline or I just didn't bother. But it's just the airdrops this whole cycle have not been the best. The best. It's like ICOs; they haven't really done well. Not much has done well than the memes. Really, we had a bit of a gaming run at the beginning, and then we had memes, Pepe, and all that stuff.
It's got a bit of a rounded bottom here in establishing support.
Mm-hmm. Gotta love a good rounded bottom.
But you mentioned virtuals, and that got me thinking about Wayfinder as well.
Oh yeah, we have to check what's up
the
with that.
transaction agent on Wayfinder now.
I haven't logged into mine in a while.
Yeah, maybe play around with that and see if there's anything we can actually do. Like, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to actually do with this AI agent now. Like, is it just like BankerBot where I can just ask it to trade for me? Because that's not super helpful.
Let's see.
And then you mentioned virtuals. Anything going on with virtuals?
No, I just saw a big bubble, green bubble there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Check out the price.
There was another AI trading coin called Friday. And I kind of stopped following it, but they were building something interesting.
Did it run by Saturday?
Did you have fun?
Cookie. Oh, look.
No Friday.
No.
It rugged on Saturday.
Exactly.
Yeah, I forgot what I'm going to check my Discord.
Yeah, it's not listed here.
It's an AI trading. Oh, I saw some cool stuff about Inked. Have you guys played with Inked? It's Kraken's answer to Base.
No, Inked?
Yeah, Inked. And they have some interesting.
Because a Kraken is like a squid and they have ink?
Yeah, they have ink chain. Yeah.
Ink chain. Okay, let me look it up on DeFi Llama.
Yeah, ink. Just so much in this space. It's crazy. Like,
Oh wait. Go back. Just to prove a point. What was that? What's that big blue chunk?
Ethereum?
Ah, that's the one.
ETH is
that
still
like 50%.
Whether you
of
like
DeFi
it or
is
not,
on
ETH
Ethereum?
is the daddy of altcoins.
Yep. Solana.
52 billion locked up in Ethereum DeFi, whereas only 7 billion on Solana.
What's this Bleeko? What's the pink one? 5.91. Oh, Bitcoin. Bitcoin DeFi, yeah.
What would that be? Core and stacks or something, or what?
I'm not sure. DeFi TBL 5 billion, 6 billion. 24-hour DEX's volume, 24-hour chain fees.
Yeah, I don't own any Tron, and I think I should because it's on that list of the coins.
Tron's just for like minting stable coins, I think.
Does DeFi Llama have PulseChain? Or are they also gatekeeping?
That's why Tron's so big in DeFi is because it does all the stable coins.
Interesting.
Yeah. What were we saying, Matt?
I was just saying, is DeFi Llama got PulseChain on there, or are they also gatekeeping?
I don't think so, but there's usually a way to look up chains here. Others. Okay, here we go. So Pulse Chain. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so this cycle did hit a new high in terms of activity.
Oh yeah, I think if you go on Dex Screener, we're still like the fifth or sixth largest chain by on-chain volume.
Interesting.
Like
yeah, it's
chain daily volume.
Top 5 here, it looks like.
5. See, we flipped Zooey again. So when that whole Pokemon thing announcement happened, Zooey flipped PulseChain for a little while. So obviously the VCs were shilling it, trying to get the bags high to then dump on you. And now PulseChain's on top again, where it's all just regular folk. Shout out to the real ticker PulseChain.
That's awesome.
There's a fuck coin on Pulse.
I don't know. There's all sorts of shit on there.
Let's go to 5-minute trending. Gas money. It's a gas token. Yeah, and fuck coin.
Yeah, fuck coin. Yeah, that'll be nicked by someone on Solana or something. They'll make a JPEG that'll be trending for a while.
DickWifButt, Poke.
No, DickWifButt. Yeah, Diamond Butt. That's the 180. So we got the whole PulseChain stuff is basically Pika, which is like, as Somi puts it, a spear. So it's like the Pika to Peko, which is a coin, which was a community takeover. It's not even someone created it. Like the dev rugged, and everyone was like, "Shit, man, that was a brilliant meme." So brought it back to life. And then around that, you had like there's a Telegram group called PulseChain, and they're basically a group of community members have banded together, and basically they're verifying a few tokens amongst themselves, basically proving that there's burnt liquidity and they're not rugs, and basically keeping the community that comes behind safe. So you've got like Charm, you've got Meowth.
That's interesting.
Just a load of Pokemon themed stuff.
That's Meow. That's funny. I launched a meme coin last year, I think it was, just for fun, at the beginning of this year, called Trumpmo, and then the Telegram started.
You?
Yeah, Trumpmo. And then the Telegram started growing. Yeah, Trumpmo is a new FOMO.
FOMO on Trump, yeah.
And it didn't go anywhere, but the community is still active on the Telegram. And I told him, I said, look, it's a community takeover now, not takeover, handover, because like it's a friendly, it's for you guys. Like I don't,
is abandoning the project.
I didn't really abandon. I it's still there. The site's live, and the
you did a Satoshi, man. You did a Satoshi. That's bullish.
Yeah, it's like, here you guys, here you go. And the site's live, and I think I burned or locked some liquidity on top of whatever, and it never made it out of it never graduated from the coin. What's it called? Not the competitor. Yeah, CoinDex. No, I forgot what the Launchpad is called that I did. Not
Pump.fun.
Not Pump.fun. The other one. The one where Trump launched his meme coin.
Meteora pools.
No, it's a Dex Screeners Launchpad. Or Dex Screeners Launchpad.
I'm entirely sure.
Didn't
they create their own sort of launchpad or some shit like that?
Yeah, they have their own launchpad. Yeah.
No, but I mean the people that did the Trump token, didn't they?
Oh no, I thought it launched on this Pump.fun competitor, but I could be wrong.
Not Pump Tires, is it?
No.
Pump Tires.
No, that's Richard Hart's copy of Pump.fun on PulseChain.
That's sick.
Yeah, the Trumpmo website's still live. Moonshot. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I thought Moonshot was just like an aggregator. I didn't realize it was actually a launchpad.
It's an app that you download on your phone, and then you can buy crypto using Apple Pay, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
But not much of a website here. I guess it's just an app.
Oh no, that's a MoonPay. Moonshot.
I think Moonshot uses MoonPay.
Oh, they're all merging.
Or MetaMask uses MoonPay, I think.
On Dex Screener. Yeah, Moonshot on Dex Screener.
Where?
Here, I'll send you the link.
Moonshot. Okay, there it is.
Got it.
So there's two different moonshots?
I think it's the same one. It's just
one. It's different logos
to the app.
It's different logos.
They're different, I think. Yeah.
Oh shit. Well.
So whenever they said Moonshot, I always thought they meant this app, Moonshot.money, but they actually meant this thing.
Yeah. This is.
I never knew this existed. This is crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a competitor to Pump.fun.
I did see that because when they first launched that, I saw on Deck Screener they were advertising it amongst the chains, but I didn't realize that it was their own Launchpad. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, like I would always see it in here under there was Pump.fun tokens and then Moonshot tokens, but I always thought they meant this like Moonshot app, and I was like, how are you supposed to launch an app on Moonshot.money? That this makes way more sense now.
Yeah.
Interesting. Thanks for showing me this.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, look, the it's not dead. The bonding curve is 15.3%.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, it had a nice little run up, and then it went like all.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna find it on here. Can I search on here?
Yeah, or just go to Trumpmo.com and then you can click on the link there. It says find us on Deck Screener.
Wow, this was you. It's all coming together.
Small world.
3K market cap shitter.
Yep.
Let's go. Send it to $1.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I think I still have a small bag, but I locked or burned. I don't even remember. I think on Jupiter you can lock liquidity or burn it. So
It's got low liquidity.
There's a big difference between locked and burnt.
yeah,
I think that's the biggest thing about PulseChain. They are big on the whole like the ethos. Theirs is like big on the whole free launch and fair launch and like burnt liquidity. So like the initial LPs are actually the keys are burnt, so there's just no access to them. And it just keeps it more fair and decentralized and everything.
Yeah, this platform does the same thing. The problem is, I think also I learned about launching memes is like if you're launching a meme coin and you tell some friends and they don't know what they're doing, they might end up buying too much, and then it looks like they're like a whale who's going to dump on them, and then people get scared and they don't so those are things you have to watch out for. Or just I wish there was a way. Maybe we should make our own Launchpad one day, or like Morales should make a Launchpad where we see all these things that are causing issues and prevent them. Like maybe initial buys can't be more than 0.5 ETH until it reaches a certain market cap, so nobody can go
buy up all of the supplies sort of thing.
Yeah, because there's people who do that in the trenches, and that's their modus operandus. Like they'll go in and like basically kill a project because either they don't know or that they're actually trying to like kill a project. So they'll buy half the project and then nobody else wants to go in.
I mean, but it's a calculated risk, isn't it? So I mean, it's just it's a bit like with like Pepe and everything. The dev had most of the coins. It sort of didn't work quite how he wanted. So the only solution was to sell all the coins or burn all the coins or whatever the hell he did. And like I think he dumped it. So I mean, that's it. He's got none anymore. So instead of having all of them, you got none of them. And the community that he rugged, basically, we just bought the shit out of it, and then that started off the whole meme run. I like PulseChain because there's a lot of community takeovers, and that's the whole ethos. So I mean, someone makes something on there, it doesn't work, the dev leaves. It's like, well, I'm not going down without a fight. I'm gonna just stay here and bet that it can't go any lower. In other words. Yeah, and it's quite fitting considering we're so close to all-time lows on PulseChain.
That is cool.
Let me just jump in. Like, so for these new launch pads, though, I think they're reinventing what it means to be a launch pad. So I think Pump.fun kind of encouraged devs to rug, right? Because you could pump it up to 10 or 20K and then sell all, and you walk home with 10K. But on these new launch pads like Boop.fun or Launchpad or Launch Lab by Radium.
I didn't know about these.
The devs are actually getting the swap fees and liquidity pool fees and stuff like that. So it actually encourages the devs not to rug and to actually have healthy tokens.
Oh, wow.
At least with Launch Lab for sure. I just want to jump in on that one.
And has that got some sort of graduation period as well, vesting process or not?
I would imagine, yeah. But you can set your own graduation level and stuff like that, or it's different than Pump.fun, stuff like that. So there's
it's
more
not as-
variables you can dial it in. Because with Pump.fun, it's literally just like choose a name, choose a picture, a link, and buy some at the beginning, and that's it. There's nothing else
the
to
thing
it.
with Pump.fun was it eliminated that risk. So basically, if you remember at the beginning of the bull run, we were really using Morales really heavily because you had to see if there was a rug, if it was not, if it was a honeypot and all that. And I think Pump.fun came in and filled up that sort of it just basically killed a lot of the uncertainty, I think, for when it comes to those meme coins or JPEGs or whatever you want to call them. I mean, I think you got to at least live for a bit more than a week to be able to, a month at least, to be able to call yourself a meme coin and survive. Can't be just like 6 hours and rug, which is.
They brought back the live streams on Pump.fun.
Have they? Okay.
That's scary. I'm scared to click on any of these. It's all going to be.
I was going to say, should we bet on see how long it takes for someone to kill themselves again?
Oh,
that's how you get the channel banned. Yeah.
That was terrible. I mean, that can get out of hand so quickly. I mean, people were beating their kids. It was like, I'll stop if you like sort of buy the token.
Just nightmarish.
It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
It's like an episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah.
You've seen the new season?
I haven't yet, but I want to see it. I heard.
No spoilers. No spoilers. Sorry about that.
No.
Okay, so we got like 3 minutes left in the show. Do you guys have any other topics you want to cover before we wrap? Or any final thoughts?
When moon? No. When moon? When banana zone? That's where all.
I think needs to lead that.
Yeah, I think it's a good. It's right now. It's good. Still a good time to reshuffle the majors and mid caps. I think. Just to be well positioned. Everybody, do your own research. I'm still doing research, but it's not financial advice, obviously, but it's fun to do this, but also to stay on top of it because it shifts all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Every day is something. Like if I miss a day and I don't talk to you guys or I don't look, and it's like, what's going on? It's like next week PulseChain pumps. It's like, well, I didn't know. It's like, well, didn't you see their Binance tweet? It's like,
yeah, see. Oh, I like that one. I like that one.
Yeah, we're gonna be in Toronto for Consensus in a couple weeks there, Axel. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Are you both going?
Yeah.
Hey, that's cool. That's cool. You're gonna have to do a live stream from there.
Yeah,
we gotta make some content. I'll bring
graduate to the big league.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring my my gimbal so we can use that to make some content. And also there's so many speakers. I mean, like so many things going on there. We have to pick what I think they say the White House might even be there, and I know Mr. Wonderful is gonna be there, and I mean the speaker lineup's crazy. And I did submit an application to the CoinDesk Pitch Fest. And they haven't said no yet, so I think they sent rejections out already, but they're going to pick 40 submissions to present there. And if OG Solas gets picked, it's going to be fun. We can, we'll present there. We can present the NFT collections, and I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, if it's ready in time, hopefully in the next few days, it's finalized.
Yeah.
Also, a bit. I just remembered. So just before we forget, if we close off the stream soon. May 7th as well, we've got Pectra upgrade, or like in theory we got the Pectra upgrade. Yo, turkey.
Yo, he made it.
Smash the table, man. I need a machete. You're gonna have to lend me the machete, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so what Pec muscles upgrade? That should be very big for Ethereum.
Is that for Ethereum or for PulseChain?
No, for Ethereum. So in PulseChain, we like to say that Ethereum is the test net for Ethereum is the test net for PulseChain, because
I love that. That's so bullish.
Exactly. Anything that the Ethereum upgrades, PulseChain can then do afterwards and change something or whatever if they needed to. So I think that's really cool and interesting.
That is really cool.
I mean, I think that the Pectra upgrade is going to be much bigger than like the market's sort of thinking, in my opinion. So it might catch a lot of people off guard, especially the soy boys.
Interesting. And that's obviously going to help all the, layer 2s and all the memes, that ride Ethereum's coattails.
You have to give us some homework for next week on this. I want to study on that one.
Yeah, definitely got to study up on that.
Cool. Okay. Well, thanks so much, everybody, for joining. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Axel.
Thanks
And
for
everybody in
having
the
me,
chat.
Thanks, guys.
See you
And
next time. Take
if
care.
we break 100K, we got to do a live stream if we see it's getting close.
That's right.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Ivan
We'll
will be
have to play
playing the
100K
100K song. Yeah,
That's the one.
we got to have our own 100K song
Oh
too.
my God. Perfect. Yeah, let's work on it.
We
Okay.
gotta get him on here one day.
That'd be pretty fucking hilarious to get Ivan on here.
Yeah.
Hey, Durkee, you're gonna have to get on here as well at some point, man.
Next week.
Shit.
Yeah.
In the Dick with Butt costume.
Yeah, I'm gonna start buying some PulseChain stuff to learn and play more with the ecosystem.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
Thanks, everybody. See you on the
Thanks,
next one.
guys.
Take care. Bye.
You did.
Bye.
Bye.